Hello. So now we will look into how we read input from the user from the console. So we need to create a scanner object for this in Java. So scanner object is like a door to a room. So when we want to enter a room, we need a door. This door is known as scanner in Java. So when we create a door, we write like this: scanner, then input equal new scanner system.in. So this system.in is written for input from console or keyboard. If we want to take input from a file, we need to write something else here, or from database, then we need to have a different kind of scanner object. So we will write, instead of system in, something else. So when we have this door, now is the time to actually take input from this door. So we use these methods: next, next byte, next short, next int, next long, next float, next double, or next boolean to obtain variables of string, byte, short, int, long, float, double, or boolean value. For example, if we want to take a double value from the user, we write enter a double value, or we prompt the user to enter a double value. Prompt the user means we actually give the user a hint of what he or she needs to do. So after we give this hint, we need to create this door using this line: scanner input equal new scanner system.in. And next we have to actually do the input taking part. So we will use this, the name of the door, input dot next double, because we want to input a double value. So when we take the input, we don't want to lose it, we want to store it somewhere. So we first create a variable double of type D, not type D, the name is D, and then we take the input. So let's now practice this directly into code. So this is our Eclipse. I have already a project here. So we create a new class. Let's call this class as scanner demo, and we will have a main method here. So the main method is already written for us. Now let's create the scanner object. Input equal new scanner system.in. Okay. So now you see there's a red line. That means there's an error here. So what's the error? Let's look here. It's written multiple markers at this line. Scanner cannot be resolved to a type. Okay. So if you hover on the scanner word, you can see there are 8 quick fixes available. The first one is import scanner. So import in Java is the same as include in C, where you actually take in some library file. Okay, so scanner we don't write by ourselves, it's a library file. So we just need to import that library file. So we should write import java.util.scanner, because this particular class scanner is in the util package of Java. Okay, so now there's a warning here. It says resource leak, input is never closed. Okay, so we close this door. Okay, so now the warning is gone. Now we will prompt the user what he or she needs to do. So let's write system.out.println, enter an integer. And now we actually have to take the integer, input.nextInt. So we are taking the integer, but it will get lost if we don't put it somewhere. So where should we put it? let's create or declare a variable int a and then assign that value here in a. So now if we run this program, it's prompting the user enter an integer. So let's take the integer 76 and it takes the integer. So now let's again prompt the user to enter a double value. Okay, so now the question, should we create another scanner object? So the question is similar to, if one student entered the room using the door and then the next student wants to enter the room, should we create a separate door? We don't, right? The second student, in fact, all the students and the teachers and maybe the maintenance guy, everyone can use the same door. Similarly, we can use the same scanner object to have all the inputs coming from the user. Okay, so now since we have to store it somewhere, we create a double variable, double D equal now the same input, then next double. Okay, we can just click here and then it will auto fill the code for us. So now we are taking the double value. Let's run the code. So enter an integer, let's say 56, enter a double, let's say 34.9. Fine, we are taking the values correctly, so there's no error. Okay, so this is how we take input from the user.